Hello YouTube video viewers, this is my Gamo Big Cat 1250. It is a high powered, high velocity 177 caliber air rifle. It definitely has the punch to take out small game, as well as maybe a coyote, not necessarily deer, but definitely has the power to take out small game. It's comes with a synthetic barrel with rifled steel barrel in the inside. It is break barrel action. You load one pellet and fire one pellet. Synthetic all weatherproof stock. You can see the texture. Very, very durable. Recoil pad. And it also comes with the Gamo scope. The Gamo scope is alright for 20 yards or so. However, if you're going for long range shooting, you might as well update your scope. This right here is a Centerpoint Rimfire rifle scope. It's a 22 Rimfire rifle scope. It uses mil dots, comes with cap covers, and it comes with a mil dot, as you can see. Barely. Yep. So you can see the mil dots in there. And then also you could change different colors as well as green. You can change the intensity in red. Overall, it's a pretty good scope. I've actually tested it out 70 yards, so it's pretty well decent. And I bought this flashlight from pretty much any store. It's pretty bright. I use this a lot of times for nighttime shooting. Also, I got this Nebo flashlight grip. I bought this at Walmart, so they're pretty common in Walmart, either in the firearms section or pretty much in the air rifle sections. The Gamo scope, it's okay, 20 yards or so. I like using red dots mostly for close range target. But the adjustment cap is kind of difficult to unscrew because it takes a lot of time to unscrew it. I partially unscrewed it for you guys, but so anyways, it comes with a little screwdriver adjustments, or you can just forcefully use your finger to change the velocity. So far, it's a good scope. It comes with a Recoil Notch, which is right here. You can see that. Basically what it's designed to do is keep when you shoot your rifle, it keeps it from bouncing back and messing up this little plastic piece right here. So that's what they're designed to do. Rimfire rifle scopes, they do come with those. So if you're looking for a good air gun scope, get a Rimfire rifle scope, because they do have the little adjustment notch in here. Recoil notch, as you can see here. This is a Gamo one, but you know what I'm talking about. So anyways, the adjustments for this scope is actually pretty easy. You just unscrew the cap, takes less screws, and then here's your adjustment right there. It's pretty cool. You don't have to use a screwdriver or forcefully use your finger. It's fairly easy to put on, take on and off. Very accurate. It's 3x9 adjustable, which is right here. You can adjust it by pushing this little lever back and forth. Unlike the Gamo scope, which you have to unscrew the top part of the scope, the eye relief scope, and then you have to screw this in until it gets tight. And it's, if you're trying to zoom in quickly, recommend getting a scope that can do this. It's a lot easier. And the view for this type of scope, for zooming in all the way, it gets kind of blurry. But with this one, however, it's very, very clear, crystal clear, and you can go pretty far with the scope. I've got this pellet loader from Crossman. I got this at a Big 5. I got 2 of them. So anyways, I got a little bit of Velcro, and I put a little Velcro on my gun, and then so that way it's right there, right next to my air rifle for when I need it, so I'm not fumbling around with pellets or anything like that. It's pretty cool. Anyways, it uses a type of syringe, and basically what you do is you push the pellet right out, and it falls right into the barrel. Pretty cool. Seems like 2 pellets were stuck to each other, but humidity would do that. So anyways, this is a Centerpoint scope, 22 Rimfire rifle scope. There's other Centerpoints out there. You gotta make sure that you get your rail that's so far apart. Basically, for 22 rifles, I recommend getting something like that, or air guns. so then you're not, so you don't accidentally buy yourself something bigger. It won't fit. So it comes with a plastic trigger guard, plastic trigger, and a plastic safety device. And what you do is you push fire forward to fire, and you pull the trigger all the way back, and then you push it back for safety, and it won't go anywhere. So you know the deal. For scopes and everything, you gotta make sure you keep your screws tight, because after a while when you shoot them they come loose and it won't be as accurate. As well as on the gun, you gotta make sure you tighten down your screws. There's one more on the other side of that, and there's one underneath the trigger, as you can see right there. So anyways, make sure you keep your screws tight, and if you keep them tight, your accuracy will just be as right. For pellets, I recommend using Raptor Gamos. Definitely Raptor Gamos. They're nickel alloy with gold paint on them. They're good pellets. They go 1100 feet per second, so they're very good. As well as the blue tip, the blue flame. They're actually really good. I like them. They're also nickel-based alloy. Make sure you don't get the red flames because they are lead-based. These ones are nickel alloy. And the difference between lead and nickel alloy is that they're lightweight and they can fly a lot further than lead pellets. The blue flame is actually pretty interesting when it impacts a target. That blue tip actually gets left behind when it impacts a target, and the pellet acts more like a hollow point, which is actually pretty cool. Lead-based pellets, I get the Premiers. This is Centerpoint. You can either go Centerpoint or hollow point, but make sure that they say Premiers. They're good based lead pellets, and they go about 900 feet per second compared to other ones. Another type of ammunition I recommend getting is the Platinum, the Gamo Platinums. They look kind of like this pellet right here. They look more like the Gold Raptors, but they're not painted gold, so they're nickel alloy altogether. So those actually go 1,250 feet per second, because I guess the material that they're made out of or something like that. But another thing I like to use for like killing rats or stuff like that is Destroyer EX. They're good pellets, especially when you're shooting rats. You know, you don't have to worry about damaging anything that you don't want to damage, so they're pretty good. Small game rabbits or squirrels or even possibly coyotes with headshots, get the nickel alloy pellets. They're a lot better. So far, it's a very, very overall good gun. I really like it. It definitely has the capability of knocking out small game as well as anything else. Another thing too, when you're cleaning your air rifle, especially when you're using lead-based pellets, I recommend getting some sort of gun oil. I use rim oil. Pretty much any type of gun oil will work. And what you do is, if you can find some Beaman patches, I don't have any with me right now. They're hard to find, but I don't even know if they're around anymore. But anyways, they're called Beaman cleaning pellets, and what they are, they're the size of a regular pellet, and they're fabric. And what you do is you coat with rim oil with one of the fabric pellets, and you put it in, fire it, and you get 2 dry ones, put one in, fire it, take another one, put it in, fire it, and that way you'll clean your gun. Or if you can't find those or use those, then you can always use the old-fashioned way. This is a Gamo cleaning kit. Basically comes with a wire brush, a handle, and 3 rods, as well as a rod with a loop on it. And what you do when you clean it is you get the wire brush on first, take the rim oil, coat down the wire brush, and then you put it down the barrel and scrub away. And then after you do that, you replace your wire brush with this little loop right here, and then you get some patches. I use a 22 caliber or 270 caliber. They're good. They're universal for a 177 pellet, so it's really good. So when you first put this in, it will actually turn pitch black. And as soon as it gets light gray or like not even gray at all, then that's probably you cleaned it up really good. And especially with lead pellets, you leave a lot of residue in the pellets. With nickel-based alloy pellets, aluminum alloy, they're actually good. So you don't have to worry about them dirtying up the barrel, because you know they're metal. Gold-plated ones, they probably would leave residue, especially some of the gold paint on them. They'll just leave it behind. So that's a good thing to do. Another thing too, I'm actually planning on working on a little project, and I have two of these Gamo big cats. One's a 1250, which is this one, and the other one's a 1200. And I'll do a review about that soon. And one of my little projects is I'm going to be making a suppressor. This is a 22 caliber barrel that I got off of my old Beaman, made in China. Broke on me, nearly killed me. So this air rifle is made in Spain, so it's very good. You know it's not going to break on you like Chinese crap. So anyways, this barrel right here, I cut it directly in half. What I was going to do is going to lay it down and put it inside the barrel and then get another tube that fits on the outside of the polymer jacket. And so that way I'll lay it down, put washers in it, stuff like that. I'll show you guys how to make these. Another thing too, I've got this on my 1200. I got this red dot sight. It's about yay big, Barsky. Very good for 20 yards if you're shooting like 7 acres or something like that. It works really good. I mean, red dot sight about yay big, so it's about practically the same size as this flashlight. Or you could keep on using your Gamo. But however, I've changed the scope because I am shooting 164 acres of private land. So yeah, it's a lot of. There's my white barrel all the way down there in the corner of the cornfield. So that's my target for right now. Can't wait till they take the crops so that I can really start testing out the scope. So anyways, the scope comes with this Centerpoint actually comes with how do you say tactical mil dot. Basically, what you do is you take your chart and you measure by your mil dots, and you measure the target, of course, which this one over that barrel down there is basically 23 inches, and you know, judging by this chart, it's actually 24 to 22. So I kind of put it right in between, and then I measure it by mils, and then you go down by how many mils you have, and then there's your whatever you're at. So I calculated it 70 yards from here to down there, so it's pretty far away. Let's see. Other than that, it's high-powered 177 caliber air rifle, very effective, and I recommend anybody to purchase this air rifle because it does last a long time. Okay, thank you, and thank you for watching this video. Peace.